What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, getting you on the grind and improve your mind. So in this live, of course, we're going to be talking about how Epstein, the whole situation is just getting worse and worse. Things are being updated all the time. There seem to be just forces of evil that are working to not have any of this information be known to the public, but the truth has to come out. Why? Because it's actual justice, and the truth will set you free. It has to come out eventually. There's too many people involved. Someone's going to break the ice eventually, even though there's been so many people in the current administration that are covering things up. Why? We don't know. They promised to get all this information out so we can arrest the perpetrators and seek justice for all the victims, but they just keep trying to cover it up, and things are coming out lately that we're going to be discussing that are basically further supporting that there is stuff going on and it needs to be revealed, whatever means necessary. I know there's a lot of government entities that are probably fearing for their life, maybe, or for their career because of things they've done and they don't want the information to get out. But to them, I say, fuck you.
Yeah.
Give me justice. Give the public what they want. Give us what we need to ensure stuff like this doesn't happen in the future.
Exactly. There's been a lot of carrot on a stick happening here, where everybody's been putting a carrot on a stick to us, and they've been like, "Ooh, here comes the list, and every time we get so close to it, there it goes away. Right? It's happened with the JFK stuff. We finally got that, thank God. It's been happening. We've been on this tirade about the Epstein list all year, I think. We've done, I think, 3 or 4 separate live streams based on this stuff, where we're starting to get some information, and then we get told that there is no information and all this other stuff. And now today, the last 2 days, there's been some files that have come out. Granted, I think a lot of them are things that were already public knowledge, but there are some new tidbits in there that I will get into. I'll pull it up on the screen in a bit. And then just today, maybe as of like 3 or 4 hours ago, there was a press conference with the victims of the whole Epstein situation, and they are rallying to get to have their own list be created by all the victims, and those names to be put out into public soon. So I know that there are a few people in the government that are behind them and support them, which is good, which is something that we all should be supporting.
Yeah, actual people, humans.
But then it also brings you back to the fact that, like, just a few months ago, you know, people in the Trump administration and Trump were like, there is no Epstein list. I don't know what you're talking about. That you're still talking about Epstein, but like months ago you were like, yeah, we're gonna release all the files, all the lists of Trump of Epstein and everything like that. So I'm like, what are you talking about? All right, let me go over there and I'm gonna go pull up a few different things. I'm gonna that will go show you. So let me go do that real quick.
It's just a very sad state of things, and of course, what you can do with this information that we're sharing is you can actually use it to make yourself more smart about what's going on in the real world and know that there are forces out there of evil, but you can be the exact opposite. You could be like a force of light and shine, upon all this darkness that we see in the world today. You basically have to set the example for those in your community, for those around you. You need to be a positive reinforcement that, hey, you can live a good life despite all the evil things that are going on in the world. Hopefully that will be revealed soon.
Yeah.
Very important to understand.
I have forgotten to take the microphone, so I couldn't tell you what's going on. So here, what you're going to look at on the screen here is Representative Anna Paulina Luna says all Epstein files can be found here. They were just uploaded by White House oversight. That was yesterday around 6 p.m. Granted, this isn't everything. And then someone in the comments here screen recorded their phone going into the Google Drive themselves, and it will pretty much show like a bunch of different files and documents. We're not going to really go deep into that. Even some video footage, I guess. I think that's like the prison right there, where Epstein was kept. We're not going to go too deep into that specifically, but like this just shows that like things are coming out. Things are starting to come out. Granted, a lot of this is already pre-public knowledge. And that brings us to the next part, which is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it up here, but what I will do is I will just read it from my phone specifically. And I will just tell you exactly what it says. So someone in those comments, I couldn't find it, or otherwise I would have brought it up onto the screen. But someone in the comments of that had asked Grok of all things, and asked them like, what is within those documents, right? Give me the summary of that document as concise as possible. Only focus on major players and newsworthy events. So Grok says the released Epstein files, 33,000 plus pages from DOJ, mostly recycle public information with estimated 3% of new content. Major players, these are people's names that are coming out right now.
Yep.
And a lot of them is people that we already had speculated. Maybe some of them were already confirmed, but I don't really remember as per se. But now these are confirmed, at least to me. Jeffrey Epstein, of course. Ghislaine Maxwell, of course. Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, RFK Jr., Harvey Weinstein, and Representative James Comer. It also says newsworthy events. New CBP docs detail Epstein's plane flights from 2000 to 2014 and re-entries. Maxwell's DOJ interview denies recruiting payments, doesn't implicate high-profile figures, suggests Epstein's death wasn't suicide. Critics note limited novel revelations. So that is from that specific. And that's pretty much what the documents and all those things from that entail. But now there's going to be one more thing that is very recent that I kind of brought up just before. And we're going to go into that right now. So let me just pull it up for you. It's going to be this right here. Let me make sure I can share this screen. Let me bring it up. Sharing screen. Boom. So
the files.
Oh,
and the
talking. So let me bring this back down so we can at least read this. So it says, Epstein survivor, let me announce now, several of us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list of names. We know the names. Many of us were abused by them. Now, as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we know were regularly in the Epstein world.
Why don't you just say right now on camera? That's the problem. Just say right there.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, I know there's some legal stuff I know, but
yeah.
I mean, I know they could be jeopardized. They can maybe go to jail for possible slander or whatever, but come on.
Yeah, because
I mean, it's got to be worth it. It's got to be worth it.
I think what's kind of funny in here,
right? Doesn't anyone just go against society? If you have to go against the laws for a second for actual justice, then go for it. Say it on camera right now. Don't say confidential. I'm going to say it certain sources. No, on camera right now. Who tried to mess with you as a child? Right now. Like, just who cares? Just do it.
Yeah. I think it's kind of hilarious to me that, of course, this is like NBC, so this is like a more left-leaning news channel. Of course, they're asking these survivors if Donald Trump was himself doing anything inappropriate with in relation with Epstein, and of course they say no. So of course, like, there's this back and forth of like, oh, the left is trying to attack Trump, and then these people are trying to say, oh no, like he wasn't involved at all. But do we actually believe that? Can I actually believe that is true? Were these people just put up, like, do these people think that maybe they're being attacked in a way where like they're being put up to that, and so they have to like say something that maybe they weren't trying to say? Who knows? I don't really know. We will only find out once these people say the names, and I wish they would have already said it. I don't really know what specifically is going on in terms of the legality of these things. But we'll listen to this real quick. It's only, I think, it's only a minute long, and we'll just play it real quick. We'll listen to it, and we'll give our thoughts on it.
Congress must choose. Will you continue to protect predators, or will you finally protect survivors? Transparency is justice. Release the files, end the secrecy, and stand with us in declaring that no billionaires, no politicians, not world leaders, is above the law.
Yeah.
And let me announce now, several of us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list of names.
Say it right now.
Yeah, do it right now.
We
waiting
know
for?
the names. Many of us were abused by them.
Say their names.
Now, together
Just
as
say it.
survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all
Just give
know
us a
were
couple,
regularly
at least.
in the
Give me
Epstein
one.
world. And it will be done by survivors and for survivors.
As long as it doesn't turn into a witch hunt.
No
with
one
the
else is
crucible.
involved.
Oh man.
Stay tuned for more details on that.
If she becomes like an
Because
Abigail,
history
I don't
is
know.
watching, and so are the women who will come after us. Thank you.
Just Salem all over again.
Say some names right now. Like, I mean, come, we don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I know the legal. Once again, I know the legal stuff, but I want justice now. I'm just impatient. I mean, we all are. We've been waiting years for this information.
Years. It's been a rough time because
And why didn't the survivors do this years ago? Why did I mean?
maybe
now they're deciding to. I
they-
mean, how?
maybe
What,
there wasn't enough support from maybe because of the whole. I think maybe I feel like there could be two different reasons. One reason that I feel like is more realistic is when everything happened a few months ago where Trump was like, you're still talking about Epstein, the list doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah. I think that's where a lot of people, especially us included, were like,
wait
this
a
is
minute.
bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
this is bullshit. You said that there was a list, so there's a list
You're
somewhere,
not my president
right?
anymore.
Right? So I feel like people finally got on board and got on board with the survivors and trying to get the survivors to be like, all right, listen, they're trying to shut all that down. We need to figure a way to bring it back and like actually talk about it. So now I feel like they're trying to do it in a way legally without getting in trouble with the government. Because I feel like because
Someone's
the
gotta go
government
down.
themselves, like the federal government themselves, were going to do this thing. And then now the federal government saying that it doesn't exist, right? As of a few months ago. And now as of the last couple days, it's been people now they're coming back out to like say, oh, like this is a thing, right? So
Should have
I
been
feel like
salty, dude.
legality in the legal world without getting in trouble with the federal government. I feel like they're trying to do it in a way where they just don't get in trouble while also bringing justice. So if that's the way that it's happening, like great. I just wish it would happen a little bit quicker. I mean, that's just how things are with instant gratification is just how we live now. But as long as we know that that the survivors are doing it, these are real people and not just
Right.
like fake like drone
Yeah, so it's obviously not over
government
yet.
people. So this stuff is not going to end for a little while. And we'll see what happens once they defined list comes out. Like we already know, and like this is stuff that we probably should have known once once the man was ended a few years back. Is that we knew the Clintons specifically, both
Right.
were part of this whole thing. We knew because we always said that it was them that got him
Right.
knocked. We kind of felt like Trump was part of it. We just didn't know how much. And it seems
Still don't know.
we still don't know how
He
much.
might have not been taking like any action with it, but he might have like
He-
known something, but
yeah.
he turned the other way because of like a business.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different possibilities with that. But
Yeah,
it's very
we
unlikely
don't
that he
know.
was actually engaging in the activity.
Yeah, I don't
he
think
might have
so.
just been like like part of the outer circle
Yeah,
of things going on.
I don't really think he would really take part in it, at least as much as people would think that he would. But I feel like Bill Clinton, you know what that guy was
He's
doing.
a sadistic son of a bitch.
Yeah, you know what that guy was doing.
Yeah, he's
Harvey
already-
Weinstein definitely 100%. Probably Bill Cosby.
Probably.
He's probably on there somewhere. Michael Jackson was probably. I don't know
I
how
hope not
much.
Michael Jackson.
I don't know how much. So I say that without. I don't want to make it sound like that he was like full on taking part. I feel like he was going there kind of like how a lot of the other celebrities were going there because Michael Jackson was like the biggest thing ever, like for
Right.
so long. So of course he was going to be.
I mean, he was everywhere. So.
Yeah. So I feel like he wouldn't want to partake, especially, and then I feel like once everything happened with him, I feel like it was just like he just didn't go. But we'll have to see where all the names stand once we get an actual list from the survivors. So we're just going to wait on that. It might happen in a few days' time because this just happened today. Like that conference was earlier today. So who knows if we can get a list, some sort of list starting up later in the day, today or tomorrow or the next day. But we'll find out. And once we do, we might just have to be doing another one of these again and talking about how these people are crazy.
Yeah,
It's
we're
ridiculous.
not going to stop talking about it until the information is released and justice served to those who committed horrible, atrocious crimes, guys. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section about the situation. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can also go to allgainstore.com, check out some really cool merch. We got some hats, shirts, coffee, mugs, backpacks, gym bags, plenty of equipment that you guys might find useful. Definitely check out allgainstore.com. Link in the description below, and we're going to see you guys in the next video.